A woman recently shared old footage from the time she lived in a house she was convinced had a haunting of its own. Take a look. She explains that it began with whispers drifting through the darkness, soft voices calling her name while the rest of the house slept. After that came the slow, deliberate knocks against her bedroom wall, the kind that felt like they were waiting for her to respond. On certain nights, she'd snap awake to find her door wide open even though she'd locked it tight, or her TV turning on by itself, flooding the room with hissing static. She'd catch dark shapes gliding along the hallway, even when she knew she was completely alone. And once, every cabinet in her kitchen was standing open, as if someone, or some supernatural presence, had been digging through them. Whatever lingered in that house didn't just want attention, it wanted a voice. So was she facing a mimic spirit, a restless ghost, or something far more demonic? That's for you to decide. Before we jump into our next terrifying video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, so you'll be the first to know whenever we upload something new. Now let's get back to our next video. A man was relaxing in his room, watching a movie, when he suddenly realized something strange was happening inside his bathroom. And even now, he still has no explanation for what he stepped into that night.
Oh shit. Guys, I'm here watching the Polar Express movie, my favorite movie, and something is screaming from the bathroom or towards that area. Oh, I heard something from over here. Shit. Who's in here? If you're in here, come on out. Come on out, I said. Come on out now. Something bad. Something stinks. If you're in the bathroom, come on out. Come on out. Oh, shit. Come on out now. Come on out. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey. Who's in the bathroom now? Oh shit! Oh shit, it's nobody! Oh shit! Oh. Oh. Shit! I just saw something. I'm going to out of here. Stay
The first thing that hit him when he pushed the door open was the smell, sharp, sour, and overwhelmingly strong. A sudden odor appearing out of nowhere is almost never a good sign, especially in the world of paranormal activity. Many believe foul scents can signal a spirit trying to manifest, or something far darker trying to make itself known. But what really disturbed viewers was something he didn't even notice at first. He had two mirrors directly facing each other. For people familiar with supernatural lore, that setup is a serious red flag. Mirrors reflecting into one another are thought to create an endless loop, almost like a doorway or energy tunnel believed to attract hauntings or amplify whatever is already inside the home. So when you combine the sudden disgusting smell, the strange disturbance in the bathroom, and the mirror-to-mirror alignment, it's hard to believe he walked into something random. But as always, I'll let you decide what he might have encountered. A woman who believes she's been dealing with a mimic entity decided to cleanse her home with sage, and for a short time, everything went silent. No strange voices, no footsteps, no figures shifting in the corners. Absolutely nothing. Until one night, something happened again. Take a look at this.
So she's back. The last time I made this video, people were saying that it's my double reflection. But I'm just gonna put up my hand here. Yeah, the sage has worn off.
Besides the mimic-like shape appearing in the window, viewers noticed something even more unsettling. A second figure hiding in the shot. She also shared a detail that most people found terrifying. Whenever she turns around, nothing is there. She only ever sees the mimic through reflections, never face to face. Some viewers think this means the supernatural entity is tied to reflective surfaces, almost as if it can only reveal itself indirectly. Others believe it's deliberately avoiding being seen directly, which could mean it's becoming more aware, or more dangerous. But the detail that caused the biggest argument? The fact that she used sage. Many claim that if she's actually dealing with a mimic, cleansing the house might have been a mistake. Not because sage is harmful, but because some paranormal entities don't run from cleansing. They get agitated by it. A few even suggested the sage may have driven the mimic deeper into hiding, making it harder to catch, and possibly attracting something else entirely. But that's for you to decide. Did saging the home help her, or did it make the haunting even worse? Maz Bayagatra runs a YouTube channel centered around solo camping in isolated wilderness areas. He's used to spending nights completely alone. It's what his entire channel thrives on. But on this particular trip, he chooses a spot locals specifically warn him about. He hikes deep into a forest, far from any signs of life, and sets up camp with only the essentials. Behind his tent lies a river, and according to local stories, that river carries a very dark past. Years ago, a mother and her child were dragged under by the current and tragically lost their lives. Since then, many claim the area is haunted, with unsettling paranormal activity appearing after nightfall. At first, the night seems calm, nothing out of the ordinary, until a sudden sound makes him stop dead in his tracks.
Seperti ada orang menangis, kawan. Astagfirullahaladzim, 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 astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim, astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah.
He steps out to search the area around his tent, sweeping his flashlight through the trees, yet finds no one. Nothing that could explain the voice he heard. Feeling uneasy but drained, he eventually decides to lie down and try to rest. But around 2 a.m., he's violently jolted awake by another chilling noise.
Ada suara menangis. Ya Allah, semoga gak ada apa-apa ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
The figure he sees fits the exact description of a kuntilanak, a vengeful female ghost from Indonesian folklore known for her terrifying appearance and sorrowful cries. Mas Bayu barely gets a moment to understand what he's witnessing before panic takes over. He scrambles back inside his tent, still filming as he mutters prayers under his breath, while the eerie wailing continues echoing around him. The recording cuts off abruptly, leaving viewers unsure if he stayed until sunrise or fled into the night. But many believe the legends about that river were true, and that the spirit of the mother who died there years ago never truly moved on, continuing to haunt the place she lost everything. A woman named Jess wakes up early one morning to strange, unsettling noises coming from the attic above her. Take a look at this.
It's okay, Booty. It's okay. Nope. Nope.
She was home alone with her two dogs, Kaiser, who stayed in the living room, and her smaller dog, Butavius, who whimpered nervously at her side. When people online asked why she didn't climb up and investigate, Jess had the perfect answer. In her words, "That's how people die in horror movies. Y'all can go look if you want. I'm not doing it." She explained that even though she didn't sense any dark or negative energy that morning, she still wasn't about to take unnecessary risks. But here's where things get strange. Her attic has no windows at all, just one large antique mirror that's been up there since before she moved in. Jess says she was warned to get rid of that mirror long before anything paranormal ever happened. And now, it's become almost a pattern. Every morning, around the same hour, she wakes to pounding sounds and footsteps pacing back and forth above her. So what exactly is Jess dealing with? Could that mirror be acting as some kind of supernatural portal, showing more than just her reflection? Or is something else hiding in the attic, trying to get her attention? You decide. Kyle, a guy who's gained a bit of attention online for documenting his ongoing paranormal activity, hears unusual sounds coming from his attic late one night. Curiosity, mixed with a hint of fear, pushes him to grab his camera and investigate the noise for himself. Take a look at this.
Can y'all watch this and tell me what the hell it is? Is the cobwebs a glitch or a ghost? You tell me. I don't even really give a shit anymore. I don't care. I don't care if it's a ghost. I don't care if it's a cobweb ghost. Just keep your ass up there and shut the fuck. I haven't been posting lately because I've been trying to ignore this shit to see if it'll make it stop. But it ain't working. But in other news, I'm working on a new book. I think I'm going to post about that. I think it's a pretty good idea. Takes place in a funeral home. I'll have some words about that soon.
After he posted the clip, many viewers who examined it carefully suggested he might be dealing with two playful, childlike spirits, the kind of ghostly entities known for moving small items, stirring up minor disturbances, and creating harmless chaos rather than danger. But even harmless chaos isn't exactly comforting when you're the one living with it. Others warned him to set boundaries quickly, explaining that even friendly spirits can turn restless or aggressive if they feel ignored, especially once they start acting like the house belongs to them. One person even pointed out that child spirits aren't always what they appear to be, and that something far more demonic can hide behind innocent laughter. So, what's your take? Are these simply harmless pranksters, or something supernatural pretending to be? A Reddit user named SS Shooter shared that a friend of his keeps a Ring camera mounted outside his house, and late one night, when the whole neighborhood was silent, something incredibly unusual was captured drifting right in front of that camera. From behind a tree, a small, pale figure slowly slid into view with an eerie, floating motion. And if you zoom in, it almost looks like it's actually walking. It crept toward the left side of the frame until the motion-activated light kicked on, and the moment the light hit it, the figure vanished instantly. Whatever that thing was, it disappeared without a trace. Nothing like it had ever appeared on that camera before, and it hasn't shown up again since. So whatever supernatural presence was lurking in that driveway at 5 a.m. is still completely unexplained. On the Ghost subreddit, a user uploaded a video their dad recorded, one that both of them admit they still can't explain. According to the post, the man leaves for work before sunrise every day, and along one specific stretch of road, he frequently notices a dark figure standing near the edge. But whenever he drives closer, it always disappears, until one fog-heavy morning, when he finally managed to capture the paranormal activity on camera. Right beside the sign, a faint shadow-like shape can be seen lingering by the roadside. The outline looks eerily human, yet as he continues driving forward, the figure slowly dissolves into nothing. The man insists he's encountered this strange silhouette many times, even swerving more than once because he thought someone was actually there. But whatever he's seeing clearly isn't a real person. So what exactly is it? A ghostly apparition? Or just a strange illusion created by the fog and headlights? That part is up to you. A woman who recently moved into an old house built back in 1917 believes she isn't living alone. She's convinced a ghost shares the place with her, though she claims it doesn't feel hostile. She and her family only set up cameras to document any paranormal activity that might happen when no one is watching. One afternoon, while she was home with her young daughter, the little girl suddenly called out, saying she heard something coming from inside the bathroom vent. Intrigued and little uneasy, the mother followed her in. Then her daughter spoke aloud, "Ghost, if you're here, do something." Almost instantly, a loud noise echoed from the kitchen, as if something had been struck. The footage caught on the camera shows exactly what happened next. From the moment she purchased the house in 2023, she claims at least 2 childlike spirits have made themselves known, sometimes through faint giggles or the sound of small footsteps racing along the hallway. And even though she believes these supernatural presences are gentle and maybe even protective of her daughter, many viewers disagree. Some warn that assuming any haunting involving a child is harmless can be risky, especially when the entity interacts so directly. Others fear it could be something demonic, mimicking innocence, trying to gain the family's trust. Still, she continues to stay calm and open, saying the entire home feels peaceful to her. But does it truly? Or is this simply the quiet moment before something far more sinister finally shows its face? In the end, that's for you to decide. An explorer pays a visit to what was once the home of a woman named Rebecca, a place locals claim is still touched by her spirit, long after her passing. Take a look at this.
No. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. All right.
When you knock on a door and it slowly swings open on its own, especially inside a house with a reputation like this, there are a few unsettling explanations. Some believe that in the world of paranormal activity, a door opening by itself can be a form of acknowledgement, a spirit responding to your presence, letting you know it heard you. Others think it could be residual energy, the home replaying one of Rebecca's old habits, almost like a haunting echo from when she was alive. But the interpretation that unnerves people the most is the theory of intelligent interaction, the idea that the spirit is not only present, but fully aware. If the door moved right after he knocked, some suspect Rebecca might have been answering the door the way she once did in life. Only now she's doing it from the other side. So was this just coincidence, a residual replay, or Rebecca herself responding from beyond? You decide. The YouTube team behind 13th Floor Haunted Media Productions traveled to the Broadwell Funeral Home in Felicity, Ohio, for a new investigation. Being a funeral home, it naturally carries a heavy, dark past, along with a long-standing reputation for disturbing paranormal activity. For this investigation, they decided to split up. 2 investigators stayed upstairs, 2 went down into the basement, and absolutely no one was stationed on the middle floor. And that's where things take a strange turn.
This footage comes from the security cameras that were set up. As you can see, a shadow flies by quickly from left to right and disappears. There were 4 of us in the building at the time, 2 in the basement, 2 upstairs. This footage is from the main floor where nobody was present at 11:57 p.m. It is the clear outline or shadow of someone. But the main question is who? Here is a freeze frame. Clearly, it is the outline of a person.
One of their stationary cameras positioned on the empty middle floor recorded something unexpected. A dark, shadow-like figure sliding from left to right before vanishing completely. When the investigators reviewed the footage later, they were stunned by what they had caught on camera. So, could this be the spirit of someone once laid to rest at Broadwell Funeral Home? Tell me what you think. A construction worker and his boss are renovating an old abandoned house when things take a very unsettling turn.
Gente, aquí estamos. Ahora vamos para este cuarto que llevo un rato escuchando cantazo y eso. Uy. Hay algo que está sonando por ahí, brother. Oiga, ¿qué fue eso? ¿Pompi? No, papá. No, chacho. Hay algo que está... Pompi. Mira, tú escuchas eso, ¿verdad? No, yo estoy asustado ya, compi. Hay algo que lleva rato sonando allá adentro y de momento, ¡pam!, dieron un cantazo.
Ya te digo que tú eres de estos que son cobardes, que te imaginas cosas, bro.
No, chacho, yo no puedo imaginar eso, compi. No, y en el cuarto ese, que llevo rato escuchando cantar y pensaba que eras tú, y cuando yo vine a ver, tú estabas ahí tranquilo, recogiendo algunas cositas. Y me, de hecho, sentí como si me hubieran tocado. No, chacho, yo estoy que no puedo ni hablar.
Peliculitas por la nochecita.
No, yo no veo películas de esas ya, compi. Vamos ahora en este, compi, en este. Escucha cómo suena. ¿Tú estás escuchando eso? Eso, yo creo que yo desde lejos, yo, si acaso. Sí, estoy temblando, compi, yo no sé qué vaya. Cuidado, compi, que si yo cojo algo estaba cogiendo, tú sabes cómo es esto. No, hija. Ah, ¿qué caramba es eso? ¿Y cómo tienen esa muñeca así? Como si estuvieran mirando para abajo. Ay, bendito Dios, y sonando ya. Hola, me siento un calentón en este cuarto, compi, no me... Ya como sigue sonando solo. Oh, y se mueve y todo. Ay, compi, ¿no?
Eso a lo mejor fueron los que eran dueños por hacer la maldad o algo, alguien vino a hacer la maldad, compi. Por eso tú no te puedes poner a darle 20 a eso, porque esos son boberías.
Sí, no.
¿Y qué otro ves aquí?
¿Qué bajo allá? ¿Qué?
Y ahí mira una computadorita. No es porque hay que sacarlo para botarlo.
Compi, ¿pero qué es eso, compi?
¿Ah?
Mira, compi se movió. Compi se está moviendo, compi, ¿oíste?
Coño, pero no será el viento.
No, si aquí no hay viento, compi.
Pero con un muñeco feo.
Mira para allá.
While working alone inside, the worker suddenly hears the eerie melody of It's a Small World drifting from one of the rooms. Panicked, he calls for his boss, and the two of them follow the creepy tune straight to a closet. Inside, they discover a doll hanging upside down. And it might be one of the strangest, most disturbing plush toys ever made. It has a full, realistic baby face printed onto it. As they search the closet, the doll twitches and then launches itself straight at them. So, is this a genuine paranormal encounter inside an abandoned home? Or just an elaborate setup meant to look supernatural? You decide. The basement is usually the last place anyone would run to during a haunting, which makes it just about the worst escape plan imaginable. But in the video you're about to see, the man was so terrified that he sprinted straight toward it. It was around 7:30 in the evening, and he was doing something completely ordinary, sitting down and planning a relaxing vacation to Europe. What he didn't realize was that something was about to break that peaceful moment, and luckily, he already had his camera aimed at the door when it happened.
Kurwa, jeszcze nie teraz, jak w sobotę. Kurwa mać. No nie będę powiem, żeby tu wrócić. To chuj.
He had the camera fixed on the doorway because something unnerving had taken place earlier, and right after a sudden knock echoed through the house, he reacted instantly. From that second on, the entire place erupted into a storm of paranormal activity, far too intense to dismiss. In a panic, he bolted toward the basement, only for the door to slam shut behind him with incredible force. For an entire hour, the ghostly presence kept him trapped until the door finally loosened enough for him to escape. And you can bet that house went straight onto the market the moment he got out.